Hello again. Well, things have moved on a little bit. Lots of equipment's arrived. I've got a planer thicknesser second hand. All of the tooling for the lathe that I wanted has arrived, as well as some blanks for turning pens and things like that I'm going to have a go at in later videos. My Tormek sharpening system's arrived. I'm going to set that up and review it. So it's really time that I got on with stuff. The workshop, although I managed to get rid of all my friends' stuff, is now full of equipment piled around doing nothing, and I've got to get it sorted and in use. I'm going to start by refurbing my lathe. This is going to be a very short video. It's all going to be time lapse. I've got to replace the spindle. I want to move the inverter inside, and I want to strip all the paint off and fill all the holes with epoxy and paint it up so it's nice, new and shiny. And I'm also going to mount it on a caster system so that I can move it around because my workshop's so small. So, onwards. Thanks for watching. Hi there. Well, I finally finished the refurb on my Union Graduate lathe. It's taken me a lot longer than I thought it was going to do, but that's mainly due to other commitments. As you can see, my knee's significantly better now, but I've got to have another operation at towards the end of this month, so I'm going to be on crutches again soon. So let's talk about this refurb. I stripped it all the way down. I've fully repainted it. I wish I hadn't stripped it all the way down, it took me way too long. I should have just filled the patches that needed filling and repainted it. Would have saved me a lot of time. I bought this chuck from Axminster Tools. It's an Evolution SK114, and I bought this one because it has both left and right hand threads and I can use it both inboard and outboard. Fabulous piece of equipment. What else have I done? I've put the lathe on wheels so I can move it about. As you know, my workshop's not huge, so all the equipment I've got, it's got to be portable, got to be able to move it about so I can use the piece of equipment that I want to use in the largest area of the shop. You might say, well, it's going to vibrate. Well, actually, it's on lifting casters, which again I got from Axminster. And as you can see, you just flip them down, and then the lathe drops onto its proper base and is perfectly stable. Or would be if the floor was flat. So best of both worlds, can have it permanently based or I can move it around. Absolutely fabulous. The casters are about 60 quid, not cheap. They're a little bit clumsy and chunky for what I want, so I'm going to have a go at making some of my own in a later video, which hopefully will be a lot more robust, a little bit more compact, and I'll be making them out of scrap steel that I've got lying around, so it's just time and the price of the casters, which aren't very expensive at all. I've moved the inverter that was external inside now, so it's in a little electrical box. Absolutely brilliant, can't get that damaged. I've also stripped the bearings out. That was a bit fun to say the least. I might do a separate video on how to replace the bearings in this lathe at a later date, because it was a bit of a struggle. Rewired it all, so I'm perfectly happy now with it electrically, and it's all done. So there we go, lathe finished. I'm going to move on to some other projects now. I'm not going to refurb any more machinery that I don't have to unless I'm going to use it, because it's taking up too much of my time. What I've got to do is actually finish getting the workshop organised so it's usable and I know where everything is and I can find it. And to that end, the next project I'm going to do is I'm going to actually get rid of all this stuff under the bench here, and I'm going to put a set of drawers in there for all of my fixtures, fittings, some tools and that sort of thing. I've also bought a Tormek sharpening system, but I've got nowhere to put it, so I've got to build some sort of bench for that. Cabinet, again, it needs to be on wheels so I can move it around. That will be done after I've done those drawers. I've also got myself a compressor and a dust extraction system, but I have nowhere to put it. And outside the side of the shed, between the garden wall and the shed, I've got a bit of a gap. I'm going to build a lean-to there, and I'm going to put the dust extraction and compressor in there, which will be switchable from in here. So there we go, I've got lots to do. I'm going to get on with it, but the next video is going to be about setting up my Makita chop saw, because it's no longer cutting square. So that's the next video. Be along in a day or two, I think, and then I'll be doing the drawers underneath, which will take me considerably longer because I've never built any cabinetry or anything like that. It's all one big learning curve. Hoping to hear from you guys for a few pointers on how to do it. Okay, thanks for watching. I know the videos are a little bit rambling at the moment, but I will get there and I will sort them out so they're a little bit more interesting. Please subscribe, like and whatever. It's all good to me. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye bye.